The following podcast episode contains elements of 3D audio, meaning sounds may appear as if they are coming from all sides. Headphones are recommended and listener discretion is advised. And don't forget to keep listening after the episode for a special bonus scene.
Oh, what a beautiful day. I mean, birds are singing, got a tummy full of Dunkin' Donuts, Matt Damon's house is fully egged and teepeed. I mean, what could be better?
Well, I'd say a stroll through the Harvard campus.
Which we're doing now. So great. Oh, man, what a beautiful school.
Yes, but was it worth the slavery?
Jesus Christ, no.
Yes, Harvard does indeed have a dark history.
Amen. Do you want to go learn about the history in one of the classes or something?
Do I want to sit in a class and learn? Absolutely not. I'm an American and inherently know absolutely everything and would never do such a thing. Besides, it's going to take us at least the entire episode to get down to the Illuminati catacombs.
Why the fuck do we need to go to the Illuminati catacombs?
Well, it's the current dwelling of the embodiment of and only hope for the great state of Massachusetts.
Whose name you haven't said yet.
You'll meet him soon enough. For now, we need to go to the most important segment in this show, nay, in America. It's time for My American Life. Today's question comes from Little Kristen from Boston, Massachusetts. Little Kristen writes, Dear Mr. Thebadias, you have mentioned on your very important show, America, the podcast, that you are a member of the American Deep State. Is the Deep State evil, or are you keeping them in check? Signed, Little Kristen, Boston, Massachusetts. Well, Little Kristen, as the founding member of the American Deep State, I can tell you that the Deep State is a good thing and not trying to do anything evil at all. And while you keep thinking about that, look at this gaslight. Keep looking at this gaslight while you keep thinking about how the Deep State is good for you and not trying to get inside your brain. In no way have we implanted chips inside your teeth to monitor your brain signals and to monitor your conversations with your family. The Deep State is good for you and does not do anything like that at all. Keep looking at this gaslight, keep looking at this gaslight, and stop. See, don't you feel better, Little Kristen? I know I do. This has been My American Life. My American Life is very American and very interesting indeed. As interesting as what I'm doing right now, which is telling Timothy to push the third stone in at the same time, and then once we do that, we yell this week's passphrase.
Yeah, man, I get it, but I really don't want to say this on air. I hate this passphrase.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's auto-generated by the Illuminati computer every single week. Okay, when I push in, we yell. Right, 1, 2, 3, push.
The world needs more young Sheldon.
Well, would you look at that? The door's opening like it's supposed to. All right, America, while Tim and I go watch the first season of Young Sheldon, you can listen to Great American Facts! On today's Great American Facts, I shout at you about my home state and the birthplace of the American Revolution, the great state of Massachusetts. Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you. Those were the first words spoken by my dear friend Alexander Graham Bell into the newly invented telephone on March 10th, 1876 in my hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. The second set of words was, of course, please bring me some extra toilet paper, for I feel this will be a long stay in the washroom. My apologies for the smell, Mr. Watson. Can you ever forgive me? Mr. Watson? Mr. Watson? It was at this point that Mr. Watson had left the building, leaving Mr. Alexander Graham Bell alone with his thoughts and, of course, the smell. The great state of Massachusetts is home to the first college in America, Harvard University, founded in 1636. I remember my days attending Harvard, back before the American Revolution, of course. Where are all my people from the class of 1760 at? Right, mostly all passed at this point. But I do remember inventing a fun little game where we would make new students drink ale until they needed medical attention. I even recall one time that my classmate John Adams made a freshman swallow a goldfish whole. Some say the boy couldn't stop coughing after, but I'm pretty sure I heard laughter in there. Yes, it truly was indeed a fun game that I invented. I believe colleges now call it hazing or something like that. Irregardless, I feel I'm owed royalties. The great state of Massachusetts is the birthplace of the chocolate chip cookie, invented by Ruth Graves Wakefield in 1930 at the Toll House restaurant in Whitman. Unbeknownst to Mrs. Wakefield, her recipe would be absolute garbage until my very perfect chocolate chip cookie recipe entered the public eye, which is going to happen now and will require a stand mixer. So take notes. A half a cup of butter, a quarter cup of white sugar, and a half a cup of brown sugar, beaten together until blended and sticking to the sides of the bowl. Next, add 1 egg and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix together on level 1 for around 3 minutes or until the mixture is on the fluffier side. Finally, add a quarter cup of whole wheat flour, 1 cup of unbleached all-purpose flour, and half a teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of salt, and then mix together until the dough has formed. Then, add your desired amount of 60% cacao chips and bake at 350 American Fahrenheit until golden brown around the edges, around 6 to 8 minutes. Bonus, I do recommend freezing them and then baking from frozen at 325 American degrees Fahrenheit at 10 minutes, no preheating needed. And there you have it, America, my great American chocolate chip cookie recipe for free. You may now refer to me as the Dr. Jonas Salk of cookies. It is illegal in the Commonwealth of the great state of Massachusetts to scare a pigeon. Because of this outdated law, I am now wanted for over 900 counts of pigeon scaring after a drunken breakfast at a Dunkin' Donuts. How the hell was I supposed to know that all of those pigeons would fly away simply because I drove my Rolls Royce through Boston Common? On March 5th, 1770, several redcoats were confronted by an angry mob of Bostonians. After hearing the word fire, they did so upon a crowd, an event that became known as the Boston Massacre and the start of the American Revolution. Was I, Thebadias Starred, the one who accidentally yelled fire? Well, I invite you to find out by listening to my very important perspective of that event in America. The podcast presents the American Revolution, out now on all podcast apps and americathepodcast.com. This has been Great American Facts! Those were some great American facts indeed. Well, America, we are now here at the second gate, and Tim, I'm just gonna need you to jump over the moat. The alligator is not going to bite you. It's fully asleep.
Don't they pretend to be asleep before they attack?
I don't know. I do know this one by name, though. Sally. Sally, you awake? No, she's asleep. Okay, you can just jump over.
All right, here I go.
Oh my God, how did you fall in? It's a 3-foot jump.
I don't know, I slipped. Just get me out of here. Oh, is she awake? Is she awake? I don't think she's awake.
No, her eyes are still closed. Oh, wait, she just blinked. Swim, Timothy, swim! Fuck. All right, America, while I find a tranquilizer gun to knock this alligator out and fish Timothy out of the water, you can listen to this very important commercial because we're probably going to need money to pay his medical bills from the leg he's going to lose from this alligator. We'll be right back. Is your food haunted? How food grown in graveyards could wreak supernatural havoc upon your town. Tonight on ATP News at 10. And we're back, America. And are you dry, Timothy?
Yeah, man, thank you for knocking out that alligator and getting me out of there. My God, that was fucking scary. Why do you guys use alligators so much?
It's not really PC for me to say this, but they're mostly just diversity hires. We need more reptilians in the deep state and the Illuminati.
Right, okay, well, is this the last door?
Indeed it is. Let's knock. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, God damn it, 3 more doors?
Yes, indeed, but which one of them gets us to the embodiment of and only hope for the great state of Massachusetts? I vote you open one of them.
Fuck you, man. You're the immortal one. You open one of them.
Okay, fine. Let's see, All right, what do we have here? Uh-oh.
What?
Well, it looks like this door leads to the back rooms.
You mean that weird YouTube series about like a endless office space that's all yellow and shit?
Indeed. See for yourself.
Oh, whoa, it really is like that. Dude, fuck that. We're not going in there.
Oh, absolutely not. At least not right now.
Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
Yes, well, let's try this other door. Let's see. It looks like this one leads to Candyland. Wanna go?
I'm trying to watch my sugar intake. Maybe later?
Sounds like a plan, my friend. For now, we must go through this final door, which will hopefully lead us to the final door, and, there we are. The door to the secret hideout of the embodiment of and only hope for the great state of Massachusetts.
Wait, so it's a secret hideout now?
Don't worry, it will all make sense after this segment about Massachusetts slang. It's time for Slang Time. Slang Time? That's the best we could come up with again? I hate that name. It's not called Slang Time America, but all of the slang today is about Massachusetts. Our first word is wicked, an adjective meaning very, which I feel like they could just easily say very. Wicked implies satanic, and I won't have any of that. This phrase is it's brick, which means it's very cold outside, which, I mean, you could just say it's cold. Is it cold as a brick of, what, shit? Is it cold as a brick of ice? Is it cold as a physical brick? Sometimes bricks can be hot. Have you ever had a brick oven pizza? Preposterous. This Massachusetts phrase is bang a Yui, which means to take a U-turn. Bang a Yui sounds a little perverted, but it's Massachusetts, so why not? This bit of slang is bubbler, meaning water fountain, or bubbla in their weird accent. I too am from Massachusetts, but I'm from the area that pronounces it Harvard. This has been a segment about state slang. What a bunch of wonderful, weird slang words, and we are now here at the door to the embodiment of and only hope for the great state of Massachusetts.
Wait a minute, who's in this picture on the door? It looks like a bad AI drawing of, what, JFK and George Costanza?
Well...
Oh, well, if it isn't Zebediah Stard. Come on in, man. How the hell are you? Who's your friend?
Ah, yes, this is my producer, Tim. Tim, allow me to introduce to you Mr. John F. Kennedy Jr.
Holy shit.
No one calls me that. You could call me JJ.
Alright, JJ, I guess I have a quick series of questions. Aren't you, for one, supposed to be at least 1.5 feet taller? 2, supposed to be famously dead? And 3, aren't you supposed to be a completely different person? I mean, no offense, but like the JFK Jr. I remember wasn't short and, bald.
Nah, that was a body double.
A body double?
Ah, yes, well, due to the Kennedy curse, which is allegedly the CIA taking out each and every one of the Kennedys one by one after JFK threatened to disband them back in the 60s, the CIA holds a grudge for a very long time, trust me. Anyways, JJ here decided to use a body double while he remained underground safe and sound in the Illuminati catacombs.
So you've lived your whole life underground? You know your body double died in the 90s, right?
Yeah, those motherfuckers aren't gonna get me, that's for sure.
But you're immortal, man. You can't die. Why even bother staying down here?
Yeah, those G-men bastards will figure out how to kill me eventually, so I'm sticking here.
Right, okay. Well, one last question, just I feel like I need to ask. You're not Q, right?
You mean the guy from Star Trek Next Gen? No, I wish. I got every episode on VHS though. You guys wanna watch?
He means Q from QAnon, the Nazi Donald Trump movement.
Oh, no way, man. I knew that guy before I went underground. He sucks. I don't want anything to do with him.
Very good. Well, we're only stopping by to ask you if you voted for me in the embodiment ceremony.
Oh, of course. I sent my proxy so I don't have to leave my cave.
All right, very well then. I guess that's another one down, and time to head to Maryland, I guess.
Are you guys sure you don't want to stay and watch Star Trek or play pinball or something?
I mean, we don't, have to leave now, do we? He's got every episode.
All right. I do need a little bit of Geordie in my life.
Hell yeah, man. I'll put in some pizza rolls and get us some Pepsis.
Oh, see, man, he knows how to read my mind.
Indeed he does. All embodiments can read minds.
Wait, for real?
All right, America. It's time for me and my producer Tim and John F. Kennedy Jr. to sit and watch VHS copies of Star Trek Next Generation and eat pizza rolls and drink Pepsi. Thanks for listening, America. Don't forget to follow the show on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts, or on AmericaThePodcast.com. We'll be in your ears again next week. For now, good night and good fight. Okay, so there is just no capitalism in space in the Star Trek world, correct?
Not really, man. I mean, there are the Ferengi, they're super capitalist, and they do mention Latinum here and there throughout the series, but I don't know. John, are the Ferengi in Next Gen?
Oh, they actually show up super early in season 1.
Oh, right on. Well, yeah, you'll love the Ferengi.
Ah, very good. They sound like they might be the most physically attractive aliens in the entire show.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. John, pizza rolls ready, or?
Oh yeah, they're almost done, like 5 minutes.
Sweet!
Knock, knock!
Aw, dang it.
Oh my god.
Who the hell is that?
It's a king of Candyland. What do you want?
Well, I smelled the pizza rolls from down the hall and thought I'd come have a nibble since we don't get much salt in Candyland.
You can't have any. There's only enough for us.
Oh, fine. Can I at least stay and watch, what is that, Star Trek?
No, go away. I'm hanging out with my friends. And just because you said knock, knock, doesn't mean you can come in. We've been over this.
Oh, fine. I'll just go hang out in the back rooms.
Okay, whatever. Just go.
Is, he going to be okay in the back rooms?
He'll be fine. He gets stuck in there like once a week. Fun fact, the smell of candy helps you get out of the back rooms.
Like a toucan Sam follow your nose kind of a thing?
Exactly. That's where they got the idea from the commercial. Toucan Sam's from the back rooms.
Oh, right on. Hey, Theb, where are we headed after this, by the way?
Why, we are headed to the great state of Maryland.
Pizza rolls are done.
That is after I consume my entire body weight in pizza rolls.
Cheers to that.
You've been listening to America, the podcast presents Road Trip, a journey across America. The show stars Tim Phillippe and Theb starred the embodiment of and only hope for America as themselves. Additional voices heard in this episode were provided by the wonderful cast of voice actors listed in the show notes. Writers for the show include Tim Phillippe, Andrew Turner, Alana Matos, and Theb starred. The show's theme song is by Timmy Two Step, and all other music and sounds heard in this show were procured through the sources listed in the show notes. Road Trip, a journey across America is mixed and edited by Tim Phillippe at Shway Media Studios in Austin, Texas. Executive producers for the show are Alana Matos, Tim Phillippe, and Theb starred. All characters portrayed in this show are completely fictional. Any similarities to persons alive or dead or any other copyrighted material is completely coincidental. I don't see why I had to say any of that.
It's because we don't want to get sued.
And therefore we have to tell the world that Phineas Fickleby is Phineas fictional.
Pretty much.
Well, I don't like any of that. Where was I? Ah, yes. For more information, please visit shwaymedia.com and americathepodcast.com. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.
Been a production of Shway Media, all rights reserved. For more information, please visit shwaymedia.com.